Saket, hello, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. And what about you?
I'm good. Saket, thank you so much. And how's your day going on?
It's going well.
The day is going well?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Saket, this is I think this is our first session together, right?
No,
Is
it's
it?
our second session.
It's our second session. Okay. So we must have had session long back because I can't seem to remember. Yeah?
I think it is only, I don't remember the day. I think it's 15 days before.
Just 15 days back we had a session. Okay. All right. Okay. So Saket, but I can't seem to remember. So quickly in 2 lines, please introduce yourself in a brief manner.
Okay. My name is Saket Kumar. I am from Bihar. I am a student. I am pursuing graduation in Bachelor of Arts from Munger University. That's about me.
I'm pursuing
Graduation.
I'm pursuing graduation. Okay. And what else? And why are you rushing? Why have you rushed to give your introduction? You can.
I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing. Just I speed up while giving an introduction just because I have been doing it many times.
It doesn't matter. Even if you give your introduction 20 times a day, it doesn't matter. You don't have to rush up. You have to take. We are not asking for introduction because it is a way to start a session. No, we want you to speak in a better manner, right? So if anyone else asks you for your introduction, will you give it like this? My name is the other person like, what are you even saying? I don't know. I didn't get a word. No, even if anyone is asking you for your introduction 50th time in a day, you need to be good with it, right? And if so many people ask you for introduction, for your introduction, you seriously say these 2 lines and that's it? Is that your introduction? I don't think so.
How should I introduce myself?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Give me a little content so that I can tell you how you can put it, right? So yes, starting with your name. Where do you live? You don't have to speed up, sir. Even if you have to speak out or give your introduction to 50 people in a day, right? You don't have to do that. Everyone be very calm and relaxed. Okay. So starting with your name,
introducing myself again and again. That's why.
Sorry?
No, I became tired of introducing myself to others.
It doesn't matter because Saket, you are just speaking 2 lines. You don't have to be tired of that. You need to, in fact, so if you're speaking out your introduction, that much, as you just mentioned that I become tired speaking that. So that means you give your introduction a lot in a day, right? So you should have been perfect in that, but you're not. Why? Because you're doing it wrong every time. So that's not the case here. See, you have to tell your name, you have to tell where you stay, what are you studying, be very calm with this, what are you studying, where are you studying, what are your plans for future, because here obviously we are not having a very professional conversation.
Slow down while speaking.
I think you have to. Let's figure it out in the later part of the session, that because it's just the started. But then yes, again, introduction, Saket. Again.
Okay. My name is Saket Kumar. I am from Bihar. I'm a student. I'm pursuing graduation in Bachelor of Arts from Munger University. That's all about me.
And what else? What do you do? What do you like to do in your free time, Saket? Whenever you're free, how do you like to spend it?
You mean my hobbies? Yeah.
Okay.
I love to read books and sometimes I watch movies and listen to music. And if I have a lot of times, then I hang out with my friends in my leisure time.
And what sort of books do you read? What sort of books do you like to read?
Mostly I read self-help books.
Self-help, okay.
Like Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, all these sort of books.
So do you read those books to improve your English or because you like reading?
It can be both. Both. Can be both reasons.
Yeah. So you basically like to read. right? So that's
Yes.
a
And
good thing.
yeah, many times I read. Now you told me that you should adapt reading newspaper habit, so I adapted it, and now I read newspaper every day.
Reading newspapers.
Yes, English
Okay.
newspaper.
I don't
Chinese.
usually say this. Reading newspapers, Saket, I don't usually advise. I'm pretty sure you are mistaken. I can't tell you to read
I
newspapers.
think then
Okay?
someone like some other tutors have maybe
So some
they
other
have
tutor must have
tried.
told you.
Yeah,
No, because I don't usually tell people to read newspapers, and there's a reason behind it. Why I don't suggest reading
I may
newspapers.
be mistaken.
Maybe,
I may be
maybe.
mistaken.
Maybe. Or I must have told you this, that you can read whatever you want to read, so newspaper is also included in that. That can be particular thing, but I cannot particularly say that you go and read the newspapers. Maybe. Okay, anyway, Saket, let's just figure this out, that how well do you speak now, because as I can see, this is your 34th session, so many
Yes, yes.
sessions we've had here. So let's see that how well do you speak, Saket. Okay, so the topic that we have for today, we'll be talking on this ways to get up in the morning, right?
Yes.
So can you give me a few ways to get up in the morning, to wake up in the morning?
Uh,
How do you do that?
Yes, there are two aspects of getting up in the morning. Like if you
Huh,
have to get up early, like you are not usual to get up early in the morning, and if
huh,
you have to get up early for a certain work, wake me up, wake us up so that we don't miss our any
hmm,
important work that we have to do that
hmm,
day,
hmm,
certain day. But
huh,
if I think if I am uh, usual to wake up early, like as I am,
hmm,
I wake
hmm,
up early every day at
hmm.
5 a.m. So it is
5
not a
a.m.
big,
You wake up every day at 5 a.m.?
yeah.
Wow. And what do you do after that?
After that, I do some household work. Like I live with my mother. She's
Huh,
sick, so I do some
huh,
household work. I help her.
hmm,
After
hmm.
that, I study. I have
You
nothing to do.
study.
I
Huh.
only study all day.
Perfect,
Throughout the day,
perfect.
I have to study and just help my mom.
Ah, very good.
But
Okay,
I'm
okay.
usual to wake up that early
Wake up
because
early.
yeah, I am from rural area and my father used to wake me up early, so I
Huh.
become habitual of
You have
this.
this habit of waking up early. So, waking up early is not troublesome for you. It's okay.
Mm.
It's all right, right? You are okay with
And
the
the
waking up.
other thing that whenever I have to like some other day I have to wake up more earlier than this for some certain work.
Earlier than
Like
5 o'clock. Huh.
I had my examination on 15th of March this month
Hmm. Hmm.
in Ara, which is more than 150 kilometers. So
Hmm.
I have to catch a train at 2 a.m. So
Hmm. Ah.
for that I had to wake up like 1 a.m. Just I slept for 2 hours. I slept at
Hmm.
11 p.m. and I wake up at 1 p.m. and without any alarm and no one wake me up because I had like my mind was keep me reminding when I was sleeping. I slept slightly because
Ah.
my mind was reminding me, oh, you have
There's
to wake, you
constant
have to
thought.
catch it.
Hmm.
Yeah, my conscious mind adapt it very strongly, and it was just reminding me, you have to catch the
Oh my
train,
God.
don't miss.
So you took a train to reach your college so that you can give the exam.
Yeah,
So
it
on a
was
daily basis,
not.
you do that?
It was sorry.
Do you do that on a daily basis if you have to reach
No,
your college then?
no, it was not my college. My
Oh, it
examination
was your
was to
examination
happen
center.
on CBT. Yeah, examination center, CBT computer
Hmm.
based test. It was computer based
Hmm.
test. So for that, I have to go outside for
Oh
a
my.
different place,
So
to a
for
different
every
place.
exam, I think that you have to travel that much in a train, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh my,
I travel a lot in
a lot.
train. Yeah.
That's pretty. It looks pretty difficult to manage. Saket, how do you do that? Do you do it easily?
I don't do anything else. I don't have to put any extra effort for that. I don't know, but my subconscious mind helps me. For that, I'm yeah, I'm thankful to my subconscious mind for that.
Oh my goodness. Perfect, perfect. Very good. Okay, so you have this, since you have this habit of waking up early, so it's easy for you, comparatively, it's easy for you to, wake up and do all sort of things, right? All right, perfect. Okay, so moving forward, Saket, quickly we'll take these questions, which is very, very interesting today. What would you do in this situation? Okay, so I'll give you a situation, and you have to tell me that if you are in that situation, how will you handle it? All right?
Video froze. Yeah, now it's okay.
Is
That's
it all
it.
right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. My router suddenly my router turned on and my Wi-Fi was on, so it connected and it took time to refresh.
No problem. So, should I repeat it, what I just said, or you heard it?
I heard it, but I forgot what did you say. Could you please repeat?
Okay. So, I said that the topic that we have for today is what would you do if you are in this particular situation, right? So,
Yes.
have you gone through the document?
No, I just read two slides of it, of
Just two
this
slides.
document. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I'll tell you the situation, and you have to tell me, Saket, that if you are in that situation, how will you deal with it and what will you do, right? How will you react and how will you act, right? Okay.
Okay.
So imagine that you have a persistent headache for a couple of days, right? And you finally decide to go to the doctor. Okay. Does going to the doctor worry you? First question. Are
Yes.
you
You
worried?
know, if
Why?
I have slight headache, then I avoid going to a doctor and take any medicine. I
Hmm.
think, oh, well, it will be all right itself.
But there is persistent headache for like many number of days constantly, so you decide that okay, I will go to the doctor. So
Definitely, I
usually
have to
going to
go.
the doctor worries you.
Yeah, usually I'm worried. Like it is problematic for me to go and consult a doctor. I don't feel good, and I ask I pray to God that just whatever day I will live on this planet, just keep me wealthy and healthy. No, sorry,
Away
well,
from
not healthy,
doctors.
healthy, healthy. Yeah, fit,
Ah,
like fit as a fiddle. You can say, keep
hmm,
me fit as a fiddle. I don't
hmm.
want to consult a doctor frequently,
Oh my
not for
god.
a time, but it is not all in our hand. We can
Hmm.
only pray and keep
we can
ourselves healthy. We can
we can only
try,
pray and we can only hope for the best, right?
yeah, work for the best.
Okay. And are you always honest with the doctor? Whenever you go and whenever you visit the doctor, are you always honest with him or her?
Till now, I don't have to visit the doctor too much. Sometimes I visited, but with my mother,
Hmm.
and she uttered all my problems with the doctor. So I don't have to mention anything else.
Your mother mentioned everything to the
Yeah, she
doctor.
mentioned all the things, so I need not to mention anything else. I just
Right.
nod my head. Yes, I have all these problems.
Uh, you just gave your approval. Oh, whatever
Yeah,
she's saying is right.
yeah, yeah. Whatever is he said is right.
Is right. Okay. But let's suppose you alone went to the doctor, right? And you are having this headache. So will you be very honest with the doctor when you're there sitting in front of?
Obviously, because I've been told that, and I think if we don't convey our all problems, if we don't discuss our all problems with the doctor, so how will he assess me, and he will prescribe me as right medication?
Correct. Perfect. Okay. And do you also get regular health checkups done?
No, I'm not
No?
that much health conscious,
No?
but I don't have any problems. So I think why should I get a health checkup?
Well, touch wood. Okay. And do you have a family physician, a family
Yeah.
doctor?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
we have.
So mostly you all go to the same doctor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now coming back to this, Saket, your doctor asks you, all right, you are there sitting in front of the doctor with your headache. Okay. So your doctor asks you how you're feeling. The doctor asks you what your daily routine is. The doctor examines you and takes some tests. You've asked to wait. You've been waiting for a long time, and the receptionist come to you and takes you to the doctor's office, right? The doctor shares some disturbing news with you. You happen to have a chronic disease, but they haven't been able to diagnose which one is it exactly. So now how will you react to it? What will be your first reaction, initial reaction?
Honestly, in front of doctor, I will be just neutral because there we have nothing. If we say something in our, like if I say something in anger, then he will say just go and consult another doctor. You need not to come here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So there I will be neutral, but I will ask, why didn't you diagnose me thoroughly so that you could have uh, corrected me. You could have examined
Treated
me
it.
correctly, and got the what disease I have. So I will say like that.
So you should have treated me in a better manner. That you're trying to say?
You should have
Earlier, in early stage.
diagnosed me with a better manner so that you can examine. Like I'm not getting a word exactly.
Okay, so that could be treated, right, in a timely
Yes.
manner. Okay,
Yeah.
and do you think second opinions are also important in such cases? If a doctor is telling you that there is something very serious, and I don't know what the disease is, but it's sort of a chronic disease, so do you think second opinions is important in such cases?
Like which type of second opinion I didn't
Second
understand.
opinion means, like, for example, if one doctor is telling you that you have X and Y, XYZ disease, so you go to another doctor to check it out that is he correct or not, or you sometimes people also take third opinion,
Not
you know,
thinking is it correct or not.
right? That certain doctor tells you that you have to get this operated, so and so thing operated, and you have to get your operation done. So there are certain people who takes advice from another doctor also, that should I actually needs to be get operated or not. So it's like a second opinion. And certain people, they also go for a third opinion. They go to the third doctor and check out that if the other two doctors were correct or not. So that sort of happens. So do you
No,
also?
usually I don't have this sort of habit, but but I think if something
No, but
happens,
no. My question is that, do you think it's right way to approach taking a second opinion? Because I believe it's all right. I believe it's okay.
in some cases it's okay because some doctor could not diagnose you correctly. So
Hmm. Hmm.
if you do,
It's always
if you
good.
consult another doctor and cross
Hmm.
check it, get it
Hmm.
in, again, like you diagnosed your health, then it will be better, I think.
Hmm. Okay.
But
So
I don't do, usually I don't do all these things. But I know if something happens, if something such happen with me, then my family will intervene, and after their intervention, then I will act like whatever they will say. I will
whatever
do
they will
whatever
take care of it. Huh.
they will take
I
care of
will
it.
leave on them and they will take care of it, right?
Uh,
But it's always good to have a second opinion on every matter, even if the matter is big or small. But then this it's taking a second opinion is always a good option, right? So you can put it like that. Okay. Now coming to this, that the nurse comes up and tells you that I'm so sorry, we sort of mixed up the files and you don't have anything major and it is just the dehydration, okay, and nothing else, right? And we sort of mixed the files and it's our mistake and we are very sorry, and she apologizes and the doctor also apologizes. So what will you react, how will you react in that manner?
it's not a mistake, that it would be a blunder.
Huh. Huh.
Definitely, I will be angry. How did you do out, and how could you be this much careless?
Huh.
But it is not only about me. If he has mismatched that what does it call, file, whatever it
Files.
is, file. So
Cases.
it is,
Files.
yeah. So it is not only about me. He doesn't like he doesn't mislead me only, but also the other person whose file has
Hmm.
been exchanged.
Correct.
Yeah. So
So
that
it's
time
not
I
a
will be definitely angry. But again, it depends on the situation where I am.
where you are. Right. Saying all these things to a patient, it might lead to a heart attack then and there. Right. So,
And
so
it
there's
happens,
no.
many times just because of doctors' carelessness, many disease, many patient had to suffer from a severe
You
disease.
know anyone who's dealt with all this in real life?
Personally, I don't know anyone, but I have heard about all these things that it
We've
happens.
seen in movies also, a lot of movies. They.
Movies and when I was coming from my examination center to home,
Mm,
um, then in train, many people were discussing about it.
mm,
That a guy, like, I don't didn't listen properly, but I think he committed suicide and he set
mm.
fire to himself. And
Oh,
the doctor was taking a lot of money from their family.
ah,
Just this sort of discussion was going on there, but I didn't
mm,
participate in that discussion because that time I was very tired. I was feeling fatigue. I
ah,
was just uh, I was craving to get my home back
mm, mm.
because I was very tired and I wanted to rest.
Yes, I wanted to get back to home to rest. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so Saket, coming back to the speaking part, right? So the English that you speak, Saket, is good. I don't remember the last session that we had, but right now, only on the basis of today's session, I can say this, that you speak good. The English is good, the grammar is good. Okay, only what is missing is that flow is missing. That what should I say? That 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 flawless speed of talking is missing. Just that your grammar is okay, the words that you use to make a sentence is good. Okay, so that is also a very good thing. Grammar is fine. Your again we started the session with this thing, that the pace of talking, so you can also slow it down a bit if you can. That should not make you uncomfortable. But I can see that even if you're speaking in a fast manner, but whatever you're speaking correct. You are not messing up with the grammar and you're not messing up with the words, so that is pretty okay. So there's no problem with the speed also. Other thing is that only what is missing, that I just mentioned, speak and practice a lot. You will get that flow, because you are like halfway there. I think you are halfway there and just have to get that flow and
Uh,
nothing else.
when as you mentioned about my speed, I'm used to speaking fast, not only in English, even in Hindi. When I
Come.
speak, people say, "Oh,
Yes.
please speak
It's
slowly."
coming naturally to you, right? So you
It
are
is
not speeding up, but that is the natural way of talking. That
natural.
is your natural way of talking.
Like
I
it
understand.
happened with me just because I read books a lot and I read it fast and I read it out loud. So by doing
Perfect.
so, I adapt this habit of
Perfect.
speaking fast.
Perfect. Perfect. See, speaking fast is not a problem. It is not a problem until and unless you are messing up with grammar and you are messing up with sentences and words, right? That is why I just said that as far as you're not doing that, it is fine. The speed is okay. There's no problem with it, because being on the other side, I'm able to understand what you're trying to say. But there are certain people who speed up who rush to speak, but then they make grammar mistakes. Then what's the whole point, right? So you take your own time.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
sorry.
not only about in English that I am doing it to show off. Whenever I speak in my regional language and Hindi also, so I speak fast.
Hmm. So if you speak fast, that is okay. But as I mentioned, don't make grammar mistakes and don't mess up with the words and sentences, right? Be very clear, right? Be very precise. Be
I make mistakes, grammar mistakes, but I try to cut down it.
cut down it, right? A regular working, but Saket, you are good right now. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it. Yes, the little mistakes that you do, you are looking and you know it, right? You can point it out yourself. So you are improving them, which is good. A regular speaking practice, as you just said that I'm reading also, I'm reading it loud. Perfect thing to do. So if you're doing that, good. Watching English, you are doing that already. Perfect. If you are doing all that, please continue doing all those things, right? And a regular speaking practice, continue that thing, Saket, that will help you out, right? So just that little thing is missing, otherwise. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm doing all these things continuously.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's you're on the right track, Saket. I should just mention it in one line that you are going on the right track and just be at it, right?
You now
All
you
right.
motivated me by saying all these things.
No, 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 no. You're going good, and I'm not lying. It's not that I'm just saying to motivate you. You're actually doing that. So very good to you, and all the best to you, Saket. All right.
Okay,
Lovely talking to you. Bye bye, and take care.
same, yeah. Bye.